Shemai Pow! Welcome back to the River Usk. This time, Talybont down to Llangynidr. It is a bloody glorious day again. River is at 1.1 metre at Llandetty. I'd forgotten about this incredibly long stretch into the first corner and then down into the ripples. It's not particularly hard work paddling into it, but it's long enough. Ah, here it is, isn't it? On the corner in front, little island in the middle, Oxbow Lake to the left hand side. Follow the flow down to the right. You think there's a second channel there, Vernon?
Yeah, it's really shallow. This is the original one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I followed the original route. The others have pushed on slightly lower. So let's go see if they're right or I am. Hopefully they'll join us. Let's spin that nose. You can't see, but I can. There's an Oxbow Lake forming on the left-hand side of that island. It's possible that there's another channel. I can't see them either side, up or down. So we're going to push to the end of the island. The channel's still flowing well to the left-hand side. And nowhere near as choked up as this one was. We have a Sven. And Ellen. Oh, and Vernon flushed through. Good grief, what a change. Absolutely stunning. We just missed a lovely heron flying over. You'll have to take my word for it. There he is again. I think Vernon's on the tongue. There's the slot just to the side of him. Whoa, look at cheeky Ellen accelerating through. Here we go, chums. Little. I'll take it. No rocks though. Take that. So let's have a look at our options. Our boats are up there. Coming down this way, there's an awful lot of volume. A lot of movement at quite some speed too. and then coming back out this way. We've definitely got a few options, but it's a bit of a pickle just here. So instead, one of our options is to run just down left of centre. The other side of that great big boulder, there are two little boulders sticking up. I think I'm going to pick down there, then following down that tongue, off the tongue, coming back into river centre, and then flushing down and over those stoppers there, little standing waves. They shouldn't be a problem. Or the other option is to go right across river left along the side of the mill, down that little drop and break into the eddy. From the eddy then ferry glide facing upwards across this flow, break back into this centre tongue, and then pick a route back down and through. I think that's what Sven is doing. Time will tell what we do. Here's Sven setting up for that left line. Heading into the drop. Nicely carved into the eddy. Will he go for the ferry glide across, or will he just break back in? We need to get across to my side really to avoid the boulders lower down. He's gone for the break in. Gentle transition, almost an S turn. Giving himself loads of time to think it through. Down the middle. Ooh, quite a knock there. There are teeth all across the river. And gently through. I can't think of anything suitable to say. Nothing pithy, witty, funny. It does feel a little like ride or die. I can see the great big boulder, but I can't see the others. I can see the top one. It is slightly chossier than I thought it would be. I haven't got a choice, I'm going left. It didn't give me the angle, the line I thought it would. So you may not have picked up just there, but I pretty much screwed that up. I thought that I'd be able to drop down the side of the teeth, the two big boulders, but as I came over I couldn't see the tooth. I could see the great big one, and then it was just a choss of water, and so I decided at the last minute, right or wrong, to cut over to the left, but I wasn't really far enough left. And I was still looking for the middle line as I came out. I just came down into a little bit of cross section. There was a bit of water jetting across diagonally into me. It just nudged the boat, and entirely my fault. I leaned a little too much. It's okay to edge. Leaning is falling in. And over I went, and I can see it so slow-mo. And if I'd just been slightly further over, if my kit bag hadn't come over too, I might have held it and we'd have called it a victory, but I did. Over I went. I managed to stall myself, keep hold of the boat, keep hold of the bag, bailer, paddle, so that's all gravy. Managed to right the boat, then float it down to Sven. Sven managed to rescue it like an absolute hero. And now we're here at the bottom, Mill Falls, the bottom is just there. You can see, I think it's Ellen, could be Vernon, on the boulder on the left hand side. It's actually River Right, very confusing. They're putting safety in, and then a boat or canoe or kayak will come down now. So we're going to be extended safety. Sven's up ahead of us, and I'm going to use you guys as the long reaching stick in case anybody ends up, and I can pull them back in like that. So it is as they say, you are only ever in between swims. And so it starts again. Come to an island in the middle, consensus is left. Sven and I both remember scraping down to the right, but it's pretty shallow and bony. To be fair, this left channel's looking pretty bony too. So the big question on everyone's lips before we get to Spuhler's Folly is, am I back in between swims again, or was that my swim for the day? Couple of rocks here. Just lean forward, lift the tail. Nice. Oh, there was the tail. The rock right beneath us. Over and lean in. Oh, tail again. Stopped for lunch, and now we've got the big river left. Rock garden, boulder garden. It's hard to pick a line through, there are so many rocks and boulders. It is pay your money, take your chances, try and keep the nose pointing down river. All I have to do is stay inside the boat. A little bit of tail there. See if we can sweep across, nose round, straight through, lean forward, whoop whoop. This looks like quite a big wave. Are we going to style it, or are we going to fill it with water? Style. Picking up at Llangynidr bridge, coming down the left side of the island, and now I think largely under the middle drop. There's a few rocks here, let's try and cut around them. I think centre, but there's a temptation to go left as well. There's a rock on the right is the problem. Let's follow Sven. Start nice and early, try and take all this. There's a boulder there.
Where's the tree?
Tree. Shit. I can see one big hole and one big wave. This trip has been a workout. Really have to read the water, yet there are a whole load of boulders that we haven't seen. Reading the lines, drawing and prying. Next stop for us is Spuhler's Folly. I can normally run the slot drop successfully in a kayak. I've run it once in an open boat. The river must be on the rise today. There is a lot of water. A lot of volume. And yet it's not that high over the boulders. Right, said Fred. So previous videos have seen me come down through that drop and through here. I think this time over that side and down that runnel looks best. Got to cut round this nose, this bit of rock sticking out on the right, and then go right. Got first little drop. You can see my rooster tail staying close. Got a hanging draw on the go. I think I'm too far over. Let's give it a go. Oh, my poor boat! You heard it. Oh, my poor boat! Lovely bubbly way to finish. I don't know if you heard that tremendous crack as we came over the edge of that fall. I thought I'd split the bottom of the boat open. I didn't see anything, but we'll have a proper look when we get out. Right, we've got this great big long island running down. We're going river left, I think, but halfway down we got to cut across right and out. Up the steps, up the lane, back to the cars. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.